maybe a little over 15 years ago, I was diagnosed with a fungal infection in my lungs. Ironically enough, like the Friday before I was to leave, I have a new doctor, she's a medical intuitive. She tested me for cystic fibrosis because that's what she just felt, and I came back positive. Over Monday night, I started to get really, really high fevers. Really high fevers, and I started to get a jabbing pain in my right lung where most of the infection is and where all the scarring is, because over the years there's so much scarring there in the tissue. And then I was chosen for the healing for the first day. When people came and sat around, I could barely see them because I had this scarf around my face because I was coughing all the time, and I agreed to the healing, and then we started. All of a sudden my arm was going like this. It just was, and then my leg, and it was just, and I just felt this surge of energy, and it was the most intense thing I've ever felt. And then I felt like I had to cough like 3 times, I think. And as I coughed, my whole body just went up in the air like this. And like after the 3rd time like this, I just felt like a wave of guilt. Not so much, not guilt, loss, grief. My mother died when I was young. There's lung illness in my whole family. I felt like it was a whole ancestral line of grief just leaving my body like a tidal wave. Afterwards I was crying and everybody was crying, and it was like I just knew that I had a healing experience and that my whole life would change. And the biggest message I kept saying is, we're going to teach you to breathe again so you can teach others to breathe. And I was just so grateful, and we all cried and loved, and the pain went away. The pain, the fever. I've done, a few events. I've done 3 events, and that by far has been the most powerful experience I've ever had in my life. And it was life-changing.
The energy that poured through me during that meditation was unbelievably powerful. Like I said, I've experienced many things in meditation, but this was just almost unbearable to contain. And I have had the early indications of arthritis in the root of my thumb, in my forefinger, in the back of my neck. And we were at dinner, and I picked up my utensils and went to begin to cut something on my plate, and I realized that my my thumb didn't hurt. So I was examining my thumb, and I looked at my hand, and my finger used to be twisted like this, the whole thing. This is 2 hours later, and you can see now that everything is straight.
So here I am here now in Sante Fe, and I'm in the Healing Coherence Circle yesterday, and the people have not come in to surround me in the circle, and I'm laying there. And I feel and I see beings that are coming to me in the circle that are not in the tribe. They're not embodied here in the tribe. And first comes the 2 rapists, and they say, I'm sorry. Then comes one husband who took all my money and says, I'm sorry. Then my mother comes and says, I'm really sorry that I never let you be you. My children are there, and I feel so loved and so supported, and beings I didn't know were there. And so before the people came to surround me, I was already surrounded with so much love that I was in this space of incredible gratitude. And then they came and we did the healing, and my legs that never raise up were going all the way up. My body was lifting, and I was shaking, and I was feeling so supported and so loved. Just like Dr. Joe says, there's more love. There's always more love, and there's always more healing for you to have. And always go for it. And that's what I wanted to share today.